Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my first birthday special of my TV show. And on this particular day, December 27, 2021, it is 10:16 a.m. right now, and look outside. You'd be pretty surprised to find out that it's finally snowed. Yay! That's great. Well, it's not going to last for very long, but isn't it great that we get to see snow? I mean, I'm pretty excited. Well, I mean, in the sense that I was hoping we would get snow because that's how it's supposed to be. Even though the thermometer says it is at around... Oh, I can't focus, but it says it's around like 33 degrees, so it's bound to melt. But anyways, it's great to see that it's snowing outside as it should be since it's winter. You know, now when we get into the next year, which is January, February, perhaps early March is when it'll be snowy, very, wintry as we hope it would be. Anyway, let me get back to the show here. I'm starting to look more warm here, but I guess it's because how it is when the camera is like when the color temperature changes because it's trying to readjust to. Because when I was showing you outside, it went from blue into more white, and when it goes to here, it's gonna probably because it's automatic white balance. So, anyways, so yeah, I mean, when I say, let me clarify the semantics of when I say this is the first birthday special of my show. Well, I mean, it's misleading. I mean, I understand what you're thinking. Like, you're saying, but Jacob, you're not a baby. You haven't turned 12 months old. You're not a year old. No, I don't mean it like that. I meant the first birthday special of the show in the sense that this is the first, TV special of this TV show I'm making, which is the first time I've ever celebrated my birthday. I'm 29, by the way, because I was born in December 27, 1992. And basically, so here I am, still, trying to appear as boyish and youthful as I was, years ago, but, I know the light's turning blue on me, but that's okay. I mean, I don't really like it because it makes my skin look way too white, like if I'm albino or something. But don't worry, I don't have albinism. Anyway, I'm just a white guy, that's all. Very Irish, like Northwest European, German, English, whatever, supposedly. Getting back to, the show that I'm doing, it's, basically, to celebrate my 29th birthday, and this will be the first birthday special in the sense that it is the first birthday special of, this TV show. Oh yeah, I already explained that part. What do I say? I don't mean to digress. I just woke up not too long ago, so don't expect me, because when I'm getting all tearful, I'm not merely acting. That's just kind of, yes, it is part of the whole protocol. It's all part of the whole routine of every episode, like how I do the intro. So, it's important to get into the habit of it, which I try to. So, anyways, because it's my birthday, my 29th birthday to be precise, but it's my first birthday special of this show, because just the same goes for what I've shown you previously, Christmas and then Thanksgiving and Halloween. Those are all, specials, basically. And I'm going to do one for New Year's, then maybe one for Valentine's Day, and then maybe for St. Patrick's Day to celebrate my Irish heritage. And those are pretty much it. Those are holidays I like to celebrate. So, anyway, let's get down to me starting my day with breakfast. I'll be back in just a moment to show you just what it is. I'll be right back with you. By the way, most of the foods I'll be eating today are sweets. Like, they are pretty sugary. Just kidding, guys. They're really not very, they're not high in sugar. In fact, they are high in sugar substitutes, but it should be a lot healthier, I would say, in the sense that it's fewer calories, but they may have some health benefits that I can provide that sugar can't. I'll be back with you, so stay tuned. And it's breakfast time, my birthday breakfast. Okay. Now, what I'm going to show you is, here's a drink that I love, which is Crystal Light. I mean, this is the cherry progrette flavor, which I really like. It makes it like almost like a fruit punch, where it's like red. I really like it. And then, yeah, because we know it's 10 calories each, and there really aren't very much comes to like any no significant nutrients of any kind. Yeah. Sorry about Kara was not seeing it very properly. Okay, now that looks better. It says, made with citric acid, maltodextrin, aspartame. And I know a lot of people don't like certain ingredients like aspartame, thinking, oh, it's evil, it's terrible. Well, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm not dead yet. Yeah, it has artificial sweeteners in it, but it's not that bad. Just because it's artificial doesn't mean it's bad. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's good either. I mean, well, when it comes to food, natural food ought to be healthy, but artificial food is not always unhealthy, guys. So grow up. Anyways, here, what I have here is, this is my breakfast, the vanilla mug cake. Yeah, I don't give her, I only get like about half a mug. I don't get as much. This picture's false advertisement. Okay, just kidding. Well, it kind of is, because either it's a pretty small mug, or, I don't know. I mean, this is what you get for 180 calories. It's not very much, unfortunately. But anyway, it's from ProtoFit, a vanilla mug cake mix. There's 5 packets, unlike, well, it's probably because they're bigger, too. That's the reason why. Much like this one that I've shown you in the Christmas, like for last Christmas, the special, which was the ProtoFit chocolate sandwich cookies, which are basically their version of Oreo cookies. Well, yeah, what they both have in common here is that they are new products. Like, these are the latest on the market. So I already went through an overview on these yesterday. Now let's do an overview of the latest products. Let's do an overview and me doing a review of this, like giving my opinion as well as stating the facts. So, ProtoFit vanilla mug cake. It has 5 40-gram packets. Yeah, so anyways, here let's go to the nutritional profile. It says, nutrition facts, 5 servings per container, 1 pouch, which is 40 grams. I already told you. Each of these has 180 sorry, my messenger just went off. From Facebook, just friends probably try to comment me or something like that, but I'll get back to them later. So there's 180 calories per pouch. It has 15 grams of fat, which is amazingly high, and 6 grams of saturated fat. Something tells me that this is probably one of those keto foods. That's the thing. I'm not saying that fat is bad for you. It's good to have some fat in our diet. But the thing is, a lot of fat, or even just a little bit of fat. I mean, fat nor sugar are going to make you full because by themselves, they are, quote, empty calories in the sense that they will not satiate you, like they will not make you full. I mean, protein and fibers certainly can and will when you consume it. Okay, so 80 milligrams of cholesterol, which is, I mean, it is a bit high. I mean, it's not terribly high. I mean, it's like, basically, it's lower than, say, that of eggs at least, which have a lot more cholesterol. But anyway, sodium 280 milligrams, pretty low sodium, has 13 grams, has 8 grams of fiber. Woo! And it has 2 grams of total sugar, no added. And it says 6 grams of protein. Well, ironically, there's not as much protein in this as there is of fat. I tell you, I feel like that this is one of those keto foods, and they don't even tell you it is keto. And this is what really ticks me off. And yeah, it's really cheesing me off right now. It's really, this is not good. I feel like I'm being kind of lied to. So the 380 milligrams of calcium, that's great. Iron, which is 1 milligram, and 160 milligrams of potassium. Hardly any vitamin D, so it's 0%, not very significant. So, it says made with almonds, like crushed almonds, just like that's how they make like almond flour, which has a lot of fat or whatever. But then there's saturated fat. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that the amount of fat they put in here is, I mean, it's not terribly high, but it's kinda, yeah, I think there's just too much fat in here. So, I bet a lot of the keto guys are probably very happy to see this, but I'm not. But to each his own. If you believe fat is so healthy for you, and let me believe that sugar is healthy for you, may we beg to differ. I mean, I think fat is good for you too, don't get me wrong, but I just feel that fat has gained a lot more acceptance in recent years than it has back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, when fat has got a bad rap, especially saturated fat and cholesterol. But anyways, enough of that. So yeah, and I ain't gonna have any of these today, so sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, just me being stupid. Okay, so that's everything. So I'm gonna do a taste test now to tell you what I think of this, which I already know, but this is my very first time. I'm not even joking. And these, by the way, this is what the packets look like. The vanilla mug cake mix. It gives you the directions. Made in Canada, because Proto Foods is the distributor and sort of a manufacturer of its own. You can access their websites at www.protofoods.com, but I bought these from Nutmeg State Nutrition, which is from Wallingford, Connecticut, which is in the States. So let's get right to the taste test, shall we? Let's me enjoy breakfast and let me have cake. It's my birthday. Come on. Who doesn't want to have cake on their birthday, right? Or on any day for that matter. I mean, most people like cake. I know I love cake. And people shouldn't shame you. They shouldn't say, oh, cake is so unhealthy because it's really fatty and sugar. Well, hold up. Not necessarily. You know, cake, I believe, can be good for you, provided that the amounts you eat are small when compared to, well, I mean, there are various factors. Like, for example, if it's high in protein, low calorie, and even higher in fiber, and this got plenty of fiber in here. It's like 8 grams. That's amazing. And 6 grams of protein. I was hoping there'd be more protein in this, but it's, you know, it's kind of having to balance the calories out in some way. That was just my dad. Yeah, hold on. I'll be right there. Just about. Dad, I'm still filming, you know. Okay. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah. I was gonna do the taste test. I'm just saying that there is such a thing as healthy cake. Now all these nutritionalists and all those you know, any like dietitians out there, and I'm not exactly one myself. I ain't no doctor, so as Greg Doucette will always say. But let me tell you something though. Cake can be good for you in the sense that, you know, I mean, there are, depending on how you make it, I'm sure there ought to be health benefits. But I understand a lot of people don't want to hear that because they keep saying, oh, it's so unhealthy. Depends. It depends. You know, you can't generalize. You can't write off all, you know, cake as bad. Because that's the problem with the nutrition industry. You know, like say, because like I said, good nutrition is purely a matter of opinion. You know, it's a construct, okay? You know, it's basically like, it's ultimately an idea that is developed over time, and where there's bound to be so many, you know, opinions. It's ultimately, good nutrition is relative to one's, you know, opinions. It's ultimately, in this sense, like a belief system. Just saying. I mean, anyways, let's just get right into the taste test. Down the hatch. This is pretty good. Pretty darn good. Crystal Light, I love you, baby. 10 calories, I mean, that's pretty low. Even though 5 or even 0 is preferable, but that can be done by using liquid, where it's versus solids bound to have calories, but not all solids have calories, and not all, I mean, and on the contrary, most if not all drinks have calories in them, but it's best to eat your calories as opposed to drink the calories. Yeah, eat. Not drink. Right. Okay, that was good. Now it's time for me to taste this cake here. Tastes kind of good. But, I don't know, it doesn't taste as good. Maybe a little stevia can help with that. Or maybe if I can maybe like make like almost like a erythritol, like a glaze, like add a little bit of water mixed in. Sure, it's bound to be there. And maybe I could add a little bit of something too, like some cinnamon. Oops, I put a little bit too much in. Yeah, but that's okay. Even better. So, what's my opinion about this cake? Like nutritionally speaking, it's I would say it's kind of bad because I feel like there's too much there's not enough protein, and there's also, you know, there's too much fat in it. And it could use just a little bit more, you know, sugar in it too. I mean, it doesn't have to, but, you know, just to, you know, give a little bit more of a thing of, you know, energy, as well as ways, like I already told you about the potential health benefits of sugar in one of my previous episodes of the show. Even though I'm bound to get a lot of hate for it, but unfortunately, especially from the keto community, which hates sugar with a passion. and they love fat, well, good for you. If you hate fat, I mean, if you hate sugar and love fat, let me love fat and sugar, because I like both. But I just feel that the amount of fat in here is ridiculously. And not only that, when you add a lot of fat, it also, you know, it also shrinks the portions too, because let's face it, you know, fat, which is like I mean, generally, you know, it's like a liquid, especially if it's oil, but when you give it some time, it may harden to like almost like a butter or something like that, but still, it's not, you know, it's very, you know, it's not going to make you full. So you better listen up, keto guys out there. So anyway, yeah, I digress. So I do like this cake. It's good, even though it's kind of small. It tastes good provided you add some things to it. But I mean, overall, to be fair, I would give it probably a 6 out of 10. You know, taste-wise and texture-wise, it's good. Size-wise, you know, volume, it's, you know, it's kind of stinky. I mean, come on, you can do better than that. I mean, it would be great if I can have one that can go all the way to the top. That'd be fantastic. But unfortunately, it ain't gonna work. Not to mention, no, I mean, it's great they have some ingredients in here, but let's face it, you know, there's just so much fat in here to the point, like, that's gonna cause the you know, like, I mean, it's quite high in the saturated fats, like 6 grams. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be like, say, I don't know, like 100 grams of saturated fat. That would be really, really unhealthy. But in all seriousness, though, if it's 6 grams, that's low when compared to, say, as I've described, like 100 grams. That would be a little different. Even though, when it comes to the total amount of fat, I mean, it's 15 grams, which is kind of high, but let's face it, because it's high in fat, you're not going to get as much volume as you would with, say, protein. I mean, carbs, like sugar, for example, you get a little bit more volume, but you get even more volume with protein. Trust me, you will. When that comes to, like, solid foods, of course, the exceptions are, like, say, fruits and vegetables or something like that. Like, those are, you know, you can get plenty for a few calories and getting all the, you know, essential nutrients into your body. So, anyway, that's it for the taste test for my breakfast. I'll see you later for a snack or for lunch or whatever. I'll see you later. Bye. I mean, in a little bit anyway. It's lunchtime, guys. My birthday lunch, as you see here. Okay, so here is my drink. Much like I shown you earlier for breakfast, I had this Crystal Light. This has 5 calories per packet, which is awesome. Yes, it still has the same ingredients, which I know a lot of people might complain about, but it doesn't hurt me. Okay, so here, as you can see, I have all these protein bars, which are each one of these, as you see, these all represent what the bars look like. I remove them from the package. So what you see here is the chocolate and cream cupcake bar, which looks like something you'd see from sorry about that. Looks like something you'd see from like Little Debbie's or Hostess cakes or something like that, but bound to be healthier. And then there's Alani Fit Snacks protein bar. This is the confetti cake flavored, and this is had upside down. Sorry, Quest, which is in the pink packaging with blue, which is lovely, gorgeous. I feel color palette, which is the pink and the blue with white. It's great. Which is makes it look like, baby boys, baby girls. It's good to make it, sex neutral, Okay, so birthday cake, which Quest, it's one of my favorite flavors, by the way, next to cookie dough. I'm sure you've seen these before. I've been eating them more recently. I would say they're good. Both taste and texture and size-wise, and even nutritionally, I'd say it's pretty good. Okay. So, let's get on to the examination of each of these bars. Because I'm going to do them, as you can see, this is the birthday cake Quest, this is the confetti cake, and this is the chocolate and cream cupcake. Okay, so let's review. Okay, so what we have here is the Think bar. Yeah, I'm just going to show you the nutrition facts. I have to kind of lift it open. I know it's kind of difficult to read, but let me just show you. 65 grams for one bar, 250 calories. It has 10 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein, 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 150 milligrams of sodium. It is a bit high on the fats. This has the most fats as far as all these bars go. But anyway, let me just continue. So, total carbs is 28 grams of, the sugar, or 28 grams of total carbs. So that's 4 grams of dietary fiber, 2 grams of total sugar, and 14 grams. And then there's, 18 grams of protein. It says it has, no vitamin D, 10% daily value of calcium, 10% daily value of iron, 4% daily value of potassium. So while it does contain, mostly carbs, and much of it is fat, and a lot of it is protein, the thing is that this has a good amount of protein in it, which is good. It has 14 grams of sugar alcohol. It's a bit high on sugar alcohol, I know. Oh boy. And then we got 28 grams of the total carbs. I've shown you that already. The saturated fat's pretty high too. It's 8 grams. It's 10 grams of the total fat. So that's that. So then we go on to the Alani, I think it's probably Italian or something. Confetti cake, protein bar. So let's look at the nutrition facts here. Let me see. This is, I think it says 46 grams, if I'm not mistaken. For the whole bar, 170 calories, which is good. 6 grams of total fat, 4 grams of saturated fat. This has significantly less saturated fat, as well as has significantly less fat. And this has 15 milligrams of cholesterol, 210 milligrams of sodium, which is a little higher than this one here. This is 150, this is 210. It has 17 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber, 5 grams of sugar. So that's 1 added gram. And then it says 16 grams of protein. It has 8% daily value of calcium, 10% iron, and it has maybe 2% daily value of potassium, which is good to know. Then we have the Quest bar, birthday cake flavored. They also have chocolate cake flavor for this one too, but I had that before. Okay. Earlier this month, I believe. Okay. Okay, so this is 60 grams. It's 180 calories. It has 6 grams of total fat, 3.5 grams of saturated fat, 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 220 milligrams of sodium. It has 24 grams of carbohydrates, like total carbs. So that says 14 grams of fiber, which has way more fiber, which is good. It has 21 grams of protein. And then this is the erythritol, which is 6 grams, and less than 1 gram of sugar. So 2% daily value of potassium, 2% daily value of iron, 8% daily value of calcium, and none for vitamin D. So that's that. And by the way, I've got another bar I'm gonna eat later, but I don't need to show you me eating it because once I tell you what my opinion is on all these bars that I eat, I'm sure you'll get a good idea what I think of it. So there's really no need for me to. I'll eat this one later, but just so you know, that won't really be necessary for me to review that one because I already did. So, what do I believe has the best nutrition? In my opinion, I'm gonna have to say Quest is the winner. For it has, a lot of fiber. It has the most protein, most fiber. It has so little fat, and the least amount of saturated fat is like 3.5 grams, less than 1 gram of fiber, and yeah, I would say in 180 calories is 60 grams for the weight of the bar. I'd say that this is the winner. Yes. So this is the best nutrition, I would say. This one is probably has to be the worst nutrition. I mean, you have a lot more fat, not as much protein. This one doesn't have as much protein either, but at least this one has significantly less fat. But this one has, I think, a bit too much fat. It's like 250 calories. This also has the most calories, so this is a good balance. Although, if it has 10 calories more than that one does, this one I would say is the winner. Absolute, finally this is the absolute winner. Okay, so let me do the taste test now for everything, including the drink. So let's get on with it, shall we? Anyway, so time for me to eat this late lunch because 3:42 p.m. So I'm gonna do a taste test. I like this raspberry lemonade. I mean, it's a bit sour, but what do you expect? There's lemon in it. But sweetened a bit more with raspberry, which is also kind of sour, but it's relatively sweet. But it's sweetened with some nice, it's sweetened with, it's with maltodextrin, which is like a sugar. Never mind about that. Okay, so here we go. First. Even though it's the worst nutrition, it tastes mighty good. Well, yeah, lower calorie foods do tend to taste better than lower calorie ones, but that's not completely true. I love it. Even though it's not as good for me. Okay, in my humble opinion, yeah, this has the worst nutrition. This is bad nutrition. I mean, but yeah, I'm just joking. But in all seriousness, though, I would say it's nutritionally inferior to these two. But this one's the what I already said. Okay. That was that why I ate the chocolate cream think bar, and now I'm gonna eat the Alani Fit Snack Protein Bar confetti cake flavored. If I'm not mistaken, I might have had this before, but not in a long time. So what do you think? I mean, it tastes kind of good, but the only problem I have with this bar is it tastes a little, it just tastes a teeny bit soapy. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but as far as the bars go, I'd say this one has to taste the worst. Now, last but not least, the Quest birthday cake bar. I love it. This tastes even better than this does. So, what's my opinion? Like, what bar tastes the best? This one, for sure, even though it's the least nutritious. I mean, it's the worst nutrition. But even though this is the best nutrition, it's in the middle in terms of taste. Like, it tastes slightly worse than this one, but this tastes like even better than this one. This is the worst tasting. Okay, that's it for the food review for my lunch, and just me tasting everything. So I'm gonna throw these all in the junk. I'll be right back. There, nothing to it. So I'm gonna eat the rest of my lunch and this bar a bit later, or I might even, I don't know. I'll find out later, but I'll decide. So see you later for dinner. Hey, I'm back again. I'm not quite ready for dinner, but I will be because I have dinner that's in the oven. Like, conventional oven, which I'm baking right now, so I'm gonna have to wait until it's finished. So here what I have is some, I know you can't really see it. It's this stuff. It's lemon ginger tea. I bought this about a month ago or something, maybe over a month ago. Yogi. Supports healthy digestion. And as a bit of a bonus, I added some apple cider vinegar. You're probably thinking, yuck, that's disgusting. I know. Me and my foolish brain. I mean, it's okay, I admit. I mean, it's kind of bad leaning okay. It's not as good, but you're probably thinking, why would you drink that? Because of my stupid brain. That's why. Occasionally. I mean, even though I'm 29 years old, I'm a year older than before, but I'm not always going to be the smartest decision maker. But the oven's gonna go off soon, so once it does go off, I'm gonna take it out of the oven, and I'll let it cool, like let it stand and cool, so I can continue to cook, because it's like Stouffer's. I'll show you in just a moment. I'll be right back. But hold on. It's dinner time, guys. Okay, so what we have here is Stouffer's Salisbury steak. And here's a glass of water to go with it. Yeah, it says roasted patty with beef topped with, well, it is a beef patty already. Topped with onions and gravy and with, sorry, I don't mean to stutter, macaroni and cheese. No preservatives. Oh, I hope so. Well, let's just take a good look at the nutrition profile. Okay, so, I mean, I think I might have had this before. I mean, I've had Stouffer, frozen dinners before. I mean, I baked this in the oven. So, here we go. Calories, 340 calories, 272 grams for one package, 16 grams of fat, which is a bit high, 8 grams of saturated fat, which is also a bit high, 50 milligrams of cholesterol, which is not too bad. I mean, it's fairly low. 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Wow. Holy cow. That is a lot. Okay. Total carbohydrates, 26. 2 grams of dietary fiber, 2. 4 grams of total sugars. Less than 1 gram of added sugars. 23 grams of protein. That's pretty good, I must say. Vitamin D, which is, doesn't have any. 15% daily value of calcium, 15% daily value of iron, 10% daily value of potassium. And, yeah. And I'm sure you know of it now. So, yeah, it's one of the higher calorie meals I have. But I'm sure there are some foods that are bound to be higher calorie, say about 500. But I think this is a nice dinner to have on this particular day. Since it's on my birthday, so I'm going to do a taste test now. In case, if I haven't done this before, I'm just going to, I'm just going to try her out, so I'll be right there. So, here we go. Of course, we already know what water tastes like. Of course, there's going to be subtle variation. Macaroni and cheese. I'm just stirring it up right now. And here it is. Take a look at that. That is some mighty good macaroni and cheese. Now, on for the steak itself. Yeah. And it comes with gravy, so I can just dip it if I like. Looks good, doesn't it? This is so good. Fantastic. And I think Stouffer's is a nice brand. It allows you to, bake it in the microwave. You can cook it in the microwave oven or in a conventional oven. So it gives you two choices. So, and as for me, I decided to cook it in the oven rather than the microwave oven. Well, all I can say is this is a good dinner. I mean, it's nothing that special. No side dishes this time because I've been saving the calories for the rest of the food. Because mind you, I'm on a 1580 calorie diet right now. At least when more sedentary, when I'm not as physically active. So, in case if I do, that's when I have to eat more calories. So, well, that's all there is to it. So I'll be back later so I can show you my desserts, which is like cake and ice cream, which is ideal for anyone who has a birthday party. Eat your cake and ice cream, okay? It's dessert time. My birthday desserts. So, as you can see, this is a protein fluff I made. I had to refluff it because it was freezing hard and stuff like that, and that was pretty awful. And this drink I have here is the orange vanilla Mio. I had to have shown you that before, and I already know what it tastes like, and I already told you what I think it tastes like. Alright, if I like it, it's good. And then we got the main attraction, the cake. This recipe, I did something like this on Christmas, but this time, instead of eggnog, I used the birthday cake from Nature's Flavors. It's a, flavor powder with some casein. Then I had to refluff the, the protein ice cream kind of with the hand mixer. So, yeah, this is basically what I did. The recipe, like this small cake I made here. Yeah, it's not that big, but it'll do nicely. Which is about 180 calories. It has about 21 grams of protein. This was, as I told you before, this was based on a recipe I was following, which was by Pernilla Stryker on YouTube. So, feel free to take a look at it. I'm sure you guys know who she is, so a Danish chick or whatever who does, she sounds very American though. But anyway, so also in these, in this, you may not see, but I put in some, I can't find it in here. It's like, I can see a little bit, like, see that blob there, or, where it kind of looks like a cube? Those are what I cut, yeah, I cubed them from the birthday cake Quest bar. This is from the second one, but this time I put in my ice cream to give it a little bit more of a kick and to decorate, because I don't like to eat when it's always plain. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on my mood, I guess. So, with this cake here, and with this drink, because this is the first time I've ever made something like this, it's all trial and error, mind you, so let's get to the taste test, shall we? Okay, so here we go. Ice cream. Well, it's probably best if I start with the cake first. I mean, both of those I've frozen, and this should be soft enough. I mean, it's still a little hard because I've froze it. So, here we are. Look at that. It's just really, it's pretty cold and hard. I've been keeping that in the freezer for a while, so kind of hurts my teeth a little bit, but this should be way softer. So, I mean, this cake doesn't taste too bad, even if it is, the texture-wise isn't the best because I froze it. I haven't completely thawed it because I just want it to be just slightly frozen, just to have the right, yeah, consistency. So here's the birthday cake flavor fluff. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't put the birthday cake Quest bar in the freezer. Otherwise, it would be much more oppressive. A lot more difficult to eat. So that's very smart of me. So, I mean, it's good. It could be better though. You know, like I said, protein fluff. It's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And of course, I may need to sweeten it, but anyways, that's it for the dessert taste test. So, it's time for me to wrap up this special. So just give me a moment. Well, I must say, I had a pretty good birthday, considering, I mean, unlike other ones, which I had pretty, unfortunately, really crummy birthdays, but this, I feel, is sensational. You know, just doing this by myself without having to feel like I'm having a really bad day or whatever, when I feel doubt or whatever, with some upsetting things happen to me, but not this time and not this year, which I'm very fortunate. Yeah, like I had a good birthday, I feel. So, that's it for the special. So I can't wait to see you, for the New Year's special when we approach 2022. Yeah, that's right, 2022, in early January, which is very cool because we're getting super close to next year, which is in the next 5 days. So, from when I'm filming this. So it's 8:36 p.m. as I'm filming this, and I wish all of you farewell until the next episode. Bye! See ya! I hope you wish me a happy birthday.